Fit in 10 Nation. It is day 16 of the Fit in 10 Challenge, and I just got back from Bellevue, and it was great. I got to relax a bit, and the only problem with taking a little bit of time off is it seems I get more tired. Like, I don't know what it is, but I am super relaxed, and this almost makes it harder to get back to work. But I did get a night of nine plus hours of sleep in a row, which I haven't had in a while. So that was nice. Anyways, enough about that. Tomorrow I'll put up the Calendly link for you to book your fat analysis scans, okay? And we will run that. We're gonna run that starting Saturday the 4th of May. And then Sunday I will not run any, but Monday and Tuesday I will run some as well. Possibly Wednesday, depending on your guys' availability, but that should be okay. I mean, that we should be able to fit enough slots in there to fit everybody in. We'll see. All right, let's talk about a few questions that you had here. I still got a bunch of questions I got to get to, so my apologies, but there's only so much I can get through without making these videos too long. This person asked, hey, is there any tweaks I can make to leg training? I want to get my legs leaner. All right, so this is a good question and a common question. I know you might be asking beyond spot reduction what you can do. Spot reduction doesn't really exist. I mean, you can't pull fat away from an area. There's like this freezing technology they're using now, saying that you can, pull fat away from certain areas. Working at certain areas is not going to pull fat away from it. Fat, where your fat resides, is largely genetic, and when you go through a calorie deficit or you exercise enough, you will burn fat, and where your body chooses to pull that from is largely genetic, okay? However, there is a supplement out there called DIM, D-I-M. It stands for diindolylmethane, and it can help to regulate estrogen in your body, and this can help with a little bit of the water retention around the common fat areas that you may hold. Okay, so for example, women in the lower body, it's very common, the glutes and the upper thighs, to maybe hold a little bit water there, or a little bit more fat due to the estrogen dominance of that area, and diindolylmethane is supposed to help with that. It's been shown to help. It's at least been shown to help with balancing estrogen, getting rid of bad estrogens. I guess these are from like outside sources, but just helping with estrogen metabolism. So a lot of competitors use this for stage to help reduce any sort of water and getting rid of any fat in those estrogen-based areas. So you can try that. Now, when it comes to training, there is no such thing as spot reduction, but you can add muscle to an area. And if you add muscle to an area, it will look like you spot reduced, because so long as you're not adding fat to that area, you're now changing the ratio of fat to muscle, so that area will look leaner, right? So, if you have, let's just say for argument's sake, you have 10 pounds of muscle in your leg and you got 10 pounds of fat, that's going to look a certain way. But if let's take a very extreme, unrealistic example. If you had 50 pounds of muscle and 10 pounds of fat, obviously that's going to look totally different, right? The ratio is completely different. That area, the body fat percentage in that area has dramatically reduced itself, right? So it's going to look much leaner. So basically what I'm saying is if you train and you add muscle to your legs without even doing anything to losing body fat, it's going to look leaner, okay? This is why when people say when they train abs, they notice their abs a bit more. They can see their abs more. Well, that's because they built some muscle in that area. You're going to build some, your abs aren't going to get like obviously massive or whatever, but you will build some muscle there. Okay, there will be some hypertrophy of muscle in the abdominal area, and consequently you will change the ratio of fat to muscle. So it looks like it's leaner. And in essence it is kind of leaner, because the ratio is different, right, between fat and muscle. All right, somebody else wrote me and they said, thanks Mark for the message on the peppers. I'm going to cut out carbs. So I'm not sure what that meant, But my message wasn't to cut out carbs. My message to you was you got to get all your numbers in, and maybe this is not what you meant, but when I read it, I take that as you're cutting out your carbs. It's not meant for you to cut out your carbs. It was just meant as a way for you to, just be aware of, certain vegetables that have more carbs, because you may want to save your carbs for, I don't know, bread or potatoes or something, or perhaps pasta or something, and maybe there are more carb dense sources of vegetables that you're having that are taking away from that. Okay, so do not cut out your carbs. You need your carbohydrates. Okay, carbohydrates are protein sparing, so is fat. Okay, there's a reason why you have a certain amount of calories and why you have carbohydrates in your diet. Okay, you don't have to have carbohydrates in your diet, but basically what I'm saying is don't go and change the system. All right. Now, speaking of system, this is kind of the message of the day. Here are 5 things that require 0 luck, 0 talent, 0 special genetics. Okay, and they are as follows: a good work ethic, effort, following a system, yes, being prepared, and a positive attitude. All right, let's say it again. 5 things that require 0 talent, 0 luck, no special genetics here. Just this is from your own will. It can make your life much better and make you much more successful, whatever you're trying to do. Work ethic, effort, following a system, being prepared, and a positive attitude. All right, okay. Submit, commit, right? You know what I'm saying when I say that by now? I think you do. All right, just submit yourself to this challenge. Don't fight it. Accept it. Do it. Make it easier on yourself. Many things in this world that we try to fight, and really, I don't know if you guys have this or not. Well, I can already tell I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Just don't fight it. Just submit yourself. Make it happen. Commit. Do it. All right. 3 workouts, that's weight training workouts, and 3 cardiovascular sessions. Those are different. All right, per week, and then follow all your food. Get in all your protein, followed by your fats, followed by your carbohydrates. All right, 7.5 minutes. Terrible. I gotta go. See you guys. Let's try this click route. This has never happened, obviously, right? You guys have never seen this happen.